What is up, YouTube? So today I felt like doing something laid back, just maybe another get to know me video. It is because I had 2 videos ready to go to post on YouTube throughout this week, and they disappeared from my laptop. Now if you follow me on Snapchat, you know this already, and if you don't, here's my Snapchat handle. Matches my nails. I don't know where they went. No clue. So actually most of the clips from one of the videos was on the SD card, which I was shocked because I remember deleting everything. I do have something to work with for one of the videos, but the other video is shot. It was a really stressful night last night, so I decided to do a fun video today, letting you get to know me more. I'm going to do the 50 random facts about me. I actually typed this out like at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's making me nervous because obviously I'm talking about myself and I'm like kind of bringing up past things, and so I think it's gonna be pretty juicy. If you want to check it out, grab food, grab a drink, grab your snacks, because it's gonna be a long video. So let's get into the video. So like I said, I have it all written down on my notes, as you can see. The first fact is my full name. So my name is Brianna Mafahi'ile Nani Keka'oha Okinishi. I'm named after people that I feel really honored to be named after. One of them being my aunt, who I miss so much. It'll be her 1 year of passing in October. I feel like in our culture too, it's not just a name. It has a meaningful significance, and I'm just so grateful to have been named after awesome people in my life. The air conditioner is on. I'm sorry, it's gonna make a weird noise, but it is hot as balls. It's like 90 degrees, and me and my daughter are not trying to die today. It'll go on and off throughout the video though. So number 2, I danced hula for 9 years and other Polynesian styles for 7 to 8 years. So I started dancing at the age of 9. When I stopped dancing when I left for college. I miss it so much. I miss just the atmosphere of hula, just practicing. I miss competitions. I just missed everything about it, and I honestly wish I could go back to it, but obviously I have like responsibilities now. I have a daughter, so it's not easy to just go and do things like I would want to, but I miss it so much. All my facts, they're not gonna go in order. I am gonna jump around. That's how my brain works. I'm sorry if it's not organized, but just to let you guys know, we are going to be jumping around. Number 3, I am the oldest female grandchild on my dad's side. It's pretty cool. Number 4, I had dreams of starting my own halal, and I still do. That is like something not too many people know about, and something maybe many of you may know. I have dreams of sharing my passion and my culture with other people, but at this point of my life, I feel like I am still a student. I still want to be a student. I still have so much to learn. I still want to learn. I don't want to be in a place or be in a spot where I'm teaching and people are relying on me to, teach them properly of things. That's just how I feel. I do want to, maybe I will, and if I don't, it's okay. It's definitely a huge responsibility, and there's so many protocols and a correct way to go about it, and in no way am I near that, or in no way am I wanting to not do that, because if I ever get the opportunity to do this, I want to do it the right way. Number 5, I was born and raised in Southern California, SoCal. I love living in SoCal. If I could, I'd live there for the rest of my life, but I know that's not ideal with the cost of living and all that stuff. But if for any reason we are able to, I would love to. I know my husband doesn't want to. I would love to. Number 6, I transferred high schools my senior year because the volleyball program was cut at my previous high school. Hashtag volleyball was life. I went to Lawndale High School for freshman, sophomore, junior year, and then the volleyball program got cut, and I transferred to North High School in Torrance for my senior year. The whole goal was for me to get a college scholarship, a college volleyball opportunity to play, and that would not be possible if the volleyball program was cut. That is the reason why I transferred high schools. Number 7, I had braces for 3 years because I had an underbite and my teeth were crooked, and I still have an underbite because I feel like this is like a roasting sesh because I'm about to tell you all of my embarrassing things. But when I had braces, I had to wear a headgear at night, and that headgear would pull my bottom jaw back so that I wouldn't have an underbite. And can you imagine how uncomfortable that is? So I probably wore it like, man, once a month is reaching. And I was supposed to wear it every night. I was horrible. There were some weeks where I would wear it like every day, every night, but I didn't wear it as often as I was supposed to, and I still have an underbite. It's not as bad as it was, but it is still a small underbite. Number 8. I wanted 8 kids, but now maybe 2. Not only is giving birth so hard, man, being a mom is just as difficult. You think that the birthing part is the hardest part and that's it? Oh no. Kids grow, kids develop an attitude, kids develop a personality, they're learning to talk, they're learning everything from the ground up, and it's a blessing to be in this position. It's definitely not what I expected to be. Like when I wanted kids, I wanted 8 kids, I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, take care of all my kids. They were going to eat organic and they were going to be like potty trained by 1 and all this stuff. And girl, when you actually have one, it is such a total different story. Homegirl isn't potty trained and she's going to be 2 in a couple weeks, or in a week and a half. She's going to be 2. It's definitely a lot of responsibilities, and this is just 1. Imagine 8. What was I thinking? So maybe 2. I would say 3, but I have to have kids in even numbers because I never want 1 to be left out. So if it's 3, it's gonna be 4, but then that's a lot. So then 2 would be. It's just. Number 9. I told myself I would never live in Utah. I did. When I would visit Utah, there was nothing about it that made me want to live here. There was nothing about it that I liked, and I told myself I would never live in Utah. And look at me now. Number 10, I took a Plan B pill when my daughter was conceived. I did. So before we were married, sex was forbidden, but of course we didn't follow that. So we would use, proper protection, but sometimes it didn't work. So I took a Plan B pill when my daughter was conceived, and I took it like the morning after, and a couple weeks later I found out I was pregnant, and that really shocked me because I've taken Plan B pills before and it worked. When I found out I was pregnant, it was just, my whole life just changed. I knew that was supposed to happen. So number 11, my husband and I were engaged for a year before I got pregnant, and we were. We had plans to get married 2 years after, which was in 2016. Yeah, like January 2016, we were planning on getting married, but we had other plans. Number 12, I graduated college, and I am so proud of that. I feel like it is a huge milestone, a huge amount of years that I went through school for. And although I'm not doing what I graduated for, I do feel like, and I do hope that my degree will help me out in some way throughout this life. I graduated with a degree in arts, so it gives me a wide option and a wide variety to focus on a lot of things, whether I want to go back to school or whether I want to become something with makeup. I just left it open, and I'm just so proud to say that I've graduated college, and I'm the first one in my family to have graduated from college. So number 13, I played club volleyball since I was 13. Number 13. Oh, Brianna. May have been 3 in the morning, but you're pretty clever. Played club volleyball since I was 13, so I played for about 5 years before I went on to play volleyball in college. Number 14, I played for a different volleyball club every year till I graduated high school. And the first club I ever played for and the last club I ever played for are the same clubs. I felt like for my parents, I was like the tester child, so I went through a whole bunch of volleyball clubs, kind of suiting to what my parents were looking for at the time. But while I was going through so many volleyball clubs, I don't think my sisters even played with many volleyball clubs. Like, they didn't play for the same clubs that I played for. Number 15 is my favorite number. Number 16, my birthday is May 15. Number 17, my sister is my best friend. I call her for anything. I FaceTime her when I need to vent. I FaceTime her when I'm feeling like a bad mom. I FaceTime her when I want to see her kids. I FaceTime her for everything. And it's crazy because when we were younger, we didn't get along. I don't know what I was trying to do, but I wasn't like how I am now. I felt like when I was younger, I was a bitch. I was like following a crowd that I wasn't even meant to be a part of. I was trying to be someone I wasn't, and my sister was like always there for me, you know, and I would push her off to the side, or I would treat her like a little sister. And then throughout the years, those friends came and went, those friends are gone, and I still have my sister. And I feel like shit for doing that to her, because she is like my best friend. If I ever need anything, I know I can count on her. If she ever needs anything, it's the same. Love you, girl. So number 18, I am the shortest out of everyone in my family. So I am 5'6" and some change. I'm, you know, a little bit taller than 5'6". I think my sister after me is about the same height as me. I don't think she's taller than me. Our baby sister, I think she's like 6'1" or 6'2". My parents are pretty tall. They're like 5'11". Number 19, I dated a guy for 2 weeks. Next, number 20. It's about to get juicy. Number 20, my first boyfriend was in kindergarten. It's not like, you know, like we dated and we went on a date. It was kindergarten. We were 5. But I remember, and I can't believe I remember this little boy and I had told each other that we liked each other. And we were hanging out in, you know, those like outdoor playhouses for kids, like the plastic ones. So we were hanging out in there, just me and him. All of our friends thought like, oh, because they're boyfriend and girlfriend, we have to leave them and they're by themselves. And the whole time we were in there, we did nothing. Like, I think I was like sitting in the corner and he was like, you know how if you put your hands off to the side, you can kind of like climb up like a spider, like Spider-Man. So he was doing that the whole time we were in there. Like, stupid. But my first boyfriend was in kindergarten. I think it only lasted a day. Number 21. My first school was called My First School. Riveting, I know. 22. My first cell phone was a pink Razor. Do you guys remember that? I loved it. Number 23. I used to sneak out of the house. 24. The lead singer of a band slipped into my DMs. I can't believe I'm talking about this. I went to a concert in Hawaii with one of my mom's good friends, and for the band that she was kind of managing while they were in the States, one of the lead singers hit me up. It's like, oh my gosh, someone famous said he liked me. I was like 19, 20. I was naive. It was just okay. 25. I love dancing, anything. Even though I have such a huge passion for Polynesian dancing, hula, all of that, I love dancing, period. It could be in the car, it could be in a store, it could be at a dance. I just love dancing. Number 26. In college, my sophomore year, I dormed, and my roommates and I were pretty close. We got close our first year in college, and then we decided to dorm together. One of them I'm still really close with, and I hope she moves to Utah, because that would be fun. One of our other classmates in a class that we all had together thought that we were a thing. Like, we were with each other. Like, we were a threesome lesbian thing. And we were just like, we all have boyfriends, actually. At the time we did. We all had boyfriends, and we were just like, no. 27, I used to love the ocean, but now I'm afraid slash cautious of it. I would swim all the time in California beaches. I loved swimming in the ocean. I could jump in the waves without a care, a worry in the world. The first time I swam at a beach in Hawaii when I went out there for college and for volleyball, I almost drowned. And when I was panicking, one of my teammates was trying to save me and I was trying to use her to like stay above water. It was a mess. But ever since then, I just don't mess around with the ocean. I do feel like the ocean is a very strong spirit, very strong thing to not mess with, and it's a huge thing in Hawaiian culture that you never turn your back on the ocean. It's just a lot of meanings and things. Also, the current in Hawaii is very strong. It can easily pull you out into the deep oceans and you're just like, how did you get out there, you know? So definitely taught to be cautious about it. 28, I am afraid of the dark. I've been afraid of the dark since I was like a kid, but we always use a nightlight even when I was a kid, and to this day my husband thinks that it's for my daughter, but it's really for me. 29, I never thought I would marry a non-Californian. I, for some reason, thought that California boys were like so good looking and so handsome and so charming and all these things, and I honestly never thought I would marry someone who wasn't from California. And I did. Number 30, I hate the rain, which is so funny because the college that I went to is in the most rainiest place on this earth, and I hate the rain. I do, and I still do. Even after living there for like 6 years, I still don't like the rain. Number 31, I love music, obviously, because I love dancing. I love music. 32, I am a night owl. I can't go to sleep early. I've tried. Unless I'm jet lagged, traveling from a different time zone, any of that, I can go to sleep like 8, 9, because technically it'd be like 11 or 12. I stay up till like 2, 3 in the morning, and I don't know. I've always been like that though, ever since I was a teenager. 33. Do I want to share this? So how I found out I was pregnant was that I shitted on myself. When you're pregnant, if you've ever been pregnant, then you know that your bowel system down there has a mind of its own. So that night we ate at Cafe Rio, which is a Mexican spot. With Mexican food, I always have to use the bathroom after, but I usually have like a good 30 minutes to an hour before I have to use the bathroom. But even then, I can hold it till I get to the bathroom. For some reason this night, and I had no clue I was pregnant, because you know I took the Plan B pill, so I thought. So for some reason this night, we got home from eating Cafe Rio and my stomach was bubbling, and I was like, holy crap, like I was like moving around and I was like standing, and my dad is talking to me like while we're waiting outside for someone. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know if my dad was like looking for something, but he was talking to me, or my sister was talking to me. I don't know. I couldn't focus because I had to crap, and so I was like dancing and I was like squatting and I was like moving around and I was like, it's coming. And then they were like, what? And I was like, oh, it's coming. And so I took my dad's keys, ran upstairs. Well, I took the elevator upstairs, didn't make it to the bathroom, pooped in my pants. But that's how I found out I was pregnant. 34, I don't like onions. But if it's in something for flavoring, I like it. Eating onions, like onion rings, no. In a burger, no. So number 35, I like my cheeseburgers plain. I do. 36, I don't like raw fish by itself, but I love poke and sushi. So when you go to a sushi spot, you eat sushi and they have an option to get sashimi. And whenever my husband has gotten sashimi, it's like straight up raw fish. You can dip it in soy sauce or other things to eat it, but it's straight up raw fish. If you think about it, poke and sushi is straight up raw fish. Just, you know, marinated and has all of these nice things to go with it, but it's straight up raw fish. But I love poke and sushi. I sure do. Number 37, I still can't eat at Cafe Rio to this day. I can't. I don't think I would have the same response as I did, but I cannot eat at Cafe Rio. I can't. Even when I see it, like my my stomach starts to bubble. 38, I hate creepy crawly things. I do. And my husband knows this too. Even if it's like a video on Facebook, he'll show it to me and he'll start cracking up laughing. I feel like I can feel it crawling on me. Ugh, I hate it. So I hate creepy crawly things. 39, I don't do well with being the bearer of bad news, bad anything. I don't. If I have to cancel an appointment. Or even if I have to call out for work. I hate doing it because I hate disappointing people. I don't like the feeling that I feel when I have to do it. Number 40, I don't like talking on phones. So that goes into conjunction with my previous answer. I don't like talking on phones. When I was younger, I had to make my sister reschedule my like ortho appointments, or to schedule my ortho appointments. I had to make my mom change my flight if I had to. I just hated talking on the phone, and it wasn't even anything bad. It was, you know, just talking, but I hated it. Now I'm better at it. Like, I can handle talking on the phone thanks to my pregnancy, because I had to schedule appointments, I had to do all these things, I had to do WIC, I had to do just a whole lot of things. So I'm definitely a lot better at talking on the phone. Okay. Number 41, a guy that never met me in person loved me. I guess that's the huge nowadays though, because I mean, that is social media, isn't it? You DM someone, develop feelings for them, and sometimes you never even get to meet them. Catfish. 42, I've never had real elote, but I love it. I don't know why that's so funny to me, but I can see myself writing that at 3 in the morning. But it's true. I've had people make homemade elote, Mexican corn, and I've had made my own, but I've never had real elote, but I know that if I ever do, I'd love it. I know that I would. Number 43, I am Chinese, Japanese, Samoan, and Hawaiian. And a whole lot of other things I know, but for the main, that's what I know. 44, I love almond milk tea boba. Oh my gosh. In Hawaii, there wasn't really good milk tea boba spots because they were more like a slushy kind of consistency, not really a milk tea. But there is a spot here in Utah called...
Why can't I remember it? Because it's my favorite place in the whole wide world. Oh my gosh, I can't remember it.
But I love it. Like, when I went to California, I didn't even want boba because I wanted boba from the spot here. Number 45, I didn't wear makeup in public till I was in college. When I was younger, my mom never let us wear makeup unless it was for shows or for dancing. And I honestly am so grateful for that because I was so young. I mean, we were all young. We were just babies. I can't imagine my daughter wearing makeup till she's like 18. Number 46, I want a hypoallergenic dog. So my daughter is allergic to dogs. She never used to be, but ever since she got the flu shot, which I'm kind of controversial about that, she is now allergic to dogs. So I really want a dog, and it would have to be hypoallergenic so that my daughter could play with it and be around it. But she loves dogs because we had one, and she grew up with one for the first 6 months of her life, but she loves dogs. Number 47, I've been to Tahiti and I want to go back real soon. I do. Tahiti is so beautiful, and I am just in need of a big vacation like that. I feel like I haven't been on one in such a long time. Even though I lived in Hawaii, I feel like I need to go to Tahiti because it's different. And it is. It's very different. Number 48, my husband and I, before we were ever started dating, were being love matchers for our friends. We went to Waipio on the Big Island, and our friends at the time had crushes on each other, so we were kind of like being love matchers for them. But in reality, we liked each other, but we didn't know that he didn't know that I liked him, and I didn't know that he liked me. We would try to make them spend time with each other, but in reality, we liked spending time with each other. You know what I'm saying? Number 49, I miss Hawaii. Oh my gosh, I do. I miss everything. I miss the food. I miss the sun. I miss the consistent weather. I miss the beach. I miss my tan. I miss everything. Everything about Hawaii. I do. And number 50, the last one, I am Mormon, and I'm so proud to say that. I definitely wanted to put that in here, and I wanted that to be the last one because I love my religion so much, and it has done so much for my family. And I'm not gonna get emotional on here, but yeah. So that is all my 50 facts. I hope you guys enjoyed this little impromptu get to know me more video. If you want to follow me or keep up with me elsewhere, I am on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter at BrieK. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I gotta get my daughter out of the tub. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye! Natural sunlight is coming through today. Get to know me more idea. Did that even make sense? Homegirl. She has my sports bra. She's trying to put it on like a hat. Come on. Out, 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 out. I'm the shortest. Real soon. So be on the lookout for that. How can I tell you guys if you're not going to see it till it goes up? Excuse me.